y'all feel it. I know I ain't been on here in a couple days, but shit, you know. Man, so were you really burning that thing, fool? You did all that extra shit, fool, bro. Like, go figure. You really don't, cause me personally, if you know me, I know anything from me. You know, I like 3-4 years, you know. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna be some. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can't even touch no bad way to my name. Real shit. Yeah, what that is. So boy Ben. Oh, I need to go to B stars real quick. Post the link in the little comments. Oh no, I ain't finna go. Cause it ain't gonna post it live when you got to copy and paste to the browser. That shit ain't about nothing. Shit, I just made 2 new beats, y'all, man. It's been damn near 2 years since I made a beat. Not even 2, supposed to be like 3.5 years, maybe 4. And shit, I'm fucking with them bitches, y'all. I got them up on BeatStars right now. I'm just deciding on if I want to, you know, sell them or just use them bitches, because I could just use them bitches. Shit, I got some songs that solid enough to, you know, just rock out right with, you know, on that type of time. We put this motherfucker out for the grave. About how that shit. Y'all let me know if y'all want a reaction channel or some shit. Shit, if you coming across this, man, and you make music and you up and coming, man, and you just on some networking shit, you trying to find some motherfuckers you can just hit from put my ID, from the pin it in the comments, then I'm gonna pin it in the description too. I'll go tap in my Instagram. Feel me? Book it. Slid that joint right on in there because shit, like I was saying, shit, trying to network, shit, I'm with it. It's to the point where motherfuckers keep even. I'm like on some real, you know, on some real shit right now. I ain't gonna lie. To the point where if we collab, fool, we really gonna collab. Like, you know, I got my little plan. I'm figuring out my little rollouts instead of fucking with Cuz. I go tap in the Latrell for fucking with Cuz. I've been figuring out how I want to roll my music out, doing my little promotions and doing it better and better. Watching my numbers and shit go up, man. That's it. It giving me motivation to keep telling my truth. Damn, man, you know. 'Cause I ain't finna get on. I ain't gonna lie. I've been looking. And I do rap, but I don't think I want to be put in that category. I want to be, I make music. I want to make good music, whether that's, because I got all type of shit. And I know niggas say they really got all type of shit, but I got all type of shit. You go look at know some shit, I'm on that bitch. Damn, for them. Ooh, my boy on that bitch going. You feel me? Y'all see the cover photo for the first audio, the original No Some Shit audio. You popping your shit, cause that's really what's going on. And then I got shit like motherfucking. It's a song. It's called that bitch called Live File. So that bitch called Live File. That bitch so hard. So Live File probably the best song. One of the best songs I got. It's definitely top five for sure. Top five. Live File. That if you know about Live File, I heard you been through a lot. I heard that whole shit broke your heart. I could tell you a lot, but I just don't know where to start. But that bitch hard. For then I got all type of shit for. I got some shit. I was on some like I was listening to a lot of West Side Gun, Conway the Machine, all that type of shit. So I'm on. You feel me? I'm on. I say shit like some. I'm mixing drugs. Damn, for them, I forgot. I ain't gonna laugh, but I'm finna go play that bitch in a minute for him. Get up with y'all and let y'all know that bitch talking about that bitch. That bitch hard. And I really should try seeing if I can screen share on this bitch, but I ain't finna tweak on that bitch today because I can just show y'all, but I ain't finna do that. Matter of fact, what I might do is on some exclusive. That's what I'm gonna start doing, y'all. P, I'm gonna start putting in unreleased songs out on SoundCloud for the duration of the live, so that way, you know, if you do, you might type in for a little couple seconds. Motherfuckers don't always be, fully entertaining, and it don't be, that much shit going on for real. So you might whoop about in for a little second, see what's going on, and then slide, go to the store, grab you some eats for whatever it is. For you might, go grab you some thing for some that turkey or something for, or you might just, you know, be on some chill shit. You burnt you a couple of them joints for, and now you just sitting back like shit. Yeah, the little got shit going on. You look funny and shit. But shit, I'm finna go ahead throw on some. I need to throw on some tunes. I need to hear some shit. Go tap in, boom. Or shit, I might post that shit on. Hell no, I ain't doing all that right now. In the future though, I might post it on the Banville channel so that way. If y'all on YouTube, y'all can go ahead because I know everybody don't got SoundCloud. That's really more so for the artist type shit. When you rocking like that shit, you know. If you know type shit. But yeah, fuck around, do that. I got a energy visuals channel. That's where uh I got a video watch off of Cuz up there. We edited that bitch, but I ain't gonna lie, mostly he did that shit because it was, his video, his song and shit. I just had recorded that bitch. It was hot as hell off them things. Free Cuz. Oh, about about uh, we we doing it though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm really on some more so on some. No, I'm flogging. I'm flogging. He was rolling off the thing, and I wasn't. I don't think I was. I think I was damn near. I was up, but like I was finna fall asleep type shit because it wasn't shit to do. We just sitting there bored, so he like shit. So the music, we could do it right now. We could do it like right now, right now. No, I want to say it was, but he like we could do it right now. Shit, we could do. Just got to shooting that motherfucker, man. Yeah, that shit was hard. Shit came out. Shit came out. Like it was a shot on iPhone joint, on some, definite discography shit. Cause got some shit. I go tap on it, Energy Low. His shit, his name just like my name, but it's an E instead of a B type shit. So you know, I'll go ahead and go fuck with Energy. Y'all see Lil Trail through my town and shit. So he in my wife. That shit, he tied in with Energy too. Shit. No fake. Shit. Back to be motherfucker doing. Yeah. Hey, y'all. For Take Up Home is a funny nigga. I be saying this shit every live, but I be dying watching that shit. Fool. That shit they be saying be having me. Fool, and I ain't go fake it. Well, yeah. So that's what the original. I had blinked a little bit for I be off the Yamishi's and shit like that. So I'm scrolling through TikTok yesterday because I did this little Kool-Aid pickle review and Kool-Aid pineapple review, and I got to edit that shit and shit. And I was thinking about how I wanted to do my shit because I got a homie who be doing her little thing on TikTok and shit. Motherfuckers, I want to pick up on some other shit, so I'm watching that shit, and then I see a motherfucking reel come through from Trench News. You know how that shit be when you just scrolling through TikTok and shit, you see some shit. I see a motherfucking no, I'm tweaking. It wasn't Trenches News. It was DJ Academics. DJ Academics had scrolled through my page with a motherfucking phone call from OTF Vonnie dad, nigga book with Dirk now, whole little Rico shit, saying that shit his son sacrificed Von and basically shit. This is all basically a sacrificial ritual. And then right after that, I seen Trench News on. He was doing I want to say a little Zoom call with him or some shit like that. But he had him on. Had him with him on live for a couple hours, talking about that shit, like how basically how that shit happened. How his pops OTL Ronnie pops was saying how he was there when they had paid him and shit, but he didn't know that was what was going on, obviously, because of his nephew. So that's like growing up in I can say anywhere in the world. So you might have a parent's friend. Your parents might have their best friend. Whether it's a female or a male, maybe it's both. But Vonnie dad is King Von dad best friend type shit. So that's how they ended up even getting up with each other type shit. But basically, Vonnie stayed in the A because his dad wasn't really in his life and shit. So when King Von got out of jail and started, coming up in the rap shit, he was still, I know him, he's still on flame in the rack and shit. So basically, Vonnie dad told uh, Von to get up with his son and shit, thinking shit is gonna be smooth or player or whatever. And then that shit happened once the money started piling up because of shit. Everybody, anybody in his camp gonna be like, no, yeah, Von was big, but Smirk got this shit. Anybody who's saying shit like that, y'all pay attention to some niggas, man. But Vaughn had that shit, bro. And I want to say, Tay said that shit best. Vaughn had a bigger impact on the drill culture than Chief Keef did when he first came in his first year. In that first year, I know, cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm from where I'm in Illinois. I'm in a they basically call us, you know, they baby rag, but motherfucker not even, we is. So when we 309, y'all know how you come down here, you gonna see ain't gonna do too much, none of that good shit. Me personally, I just be, on some more chill shit, on some more smooth shit. But yeah. So damn, that shit I didn't go out to blanked out. I just forgot what the fuck I was talking about. That shit must not have been about that. Oh yeah. No, I don't remember. I ain't even finished it. I don't even remember. What's that word? Cause how you feel? Damn, why they on that with you? I don't know. For you know, it could be somebody on some player hating shit type shit, and that could be what it is. Motherfuckers be on some wacky shit for, but shit, you never know shit. You might got some what's that shit called for? I ain't do none of this. Fool. I don't know shit. That should be about anything for real. Shit. Don't you hey, don't say too much about that, but that's true. It's a lot of factors, You never know what's really going on before motherfuckers be, you know, fucked up. Fucks be fucked up for that shit don't be about then though. And what I was gonna say before you had said that, it might be because the IP address you using the same device logged in and shit, and they know you use adding the same people and shit. The internet a little bit. I ain't even gonna say a little bit. This shit way more advanced than we have access to be able to see. But that shit there though. There's all type of shit they can do with this shit, man. You never know. You never know. And like I know personally, motherfuckers being, motherfuckers don't show that same love back when you post your shit versus when other motherfuckers post their shit and they be trying to, whoop, your shit been going up for, so you motherfuckers just be hating for. That shit be weird. Oh, back to the shit I was saying about OTF and shit though, bro. No, for real. Hey, man, they didn't put big. They didn't put Big Buzz on the TF. He on the net. You said your shit got clapped, so you probably need to see that shit, fool. Hey, they put blood up there on the TF, fool. You know that. You know what I'm talking about. He finally get to talking back about that shit and shit, fool. That shit was kind of funny, fool. Shit. I'm decent, fool. You know, I just shut chill. Pull out the way, man. And that's just cause shit. UACB, your shit. Fuck you talk about UACB nowhere. Hey, hey. I know we was talking about that queso shit. Remember we was talking about that queso shit, fool. I was talking about it a little bit before you had her hopped in this motherfucker, but man, fool. I'm like, damn, fool. Basically, fool. Dirk them the back door Von, fool, and that shit wild as hell. And this how I know this shit too, because how they played that shit, fool. That shit was smart, fool. And the pops really telling it all, fool. The pops telling it all, fool. What's only crazy because it's like it's slick like it's not, but it is slick like that K2 shit. It's like damn, you damn there. He ain't snitching on his son directly, but you know you put the information out there. Like, oh, basically, since he ain't get well, Queso died snitch because he just snitched. He was they say Queso that was already an informant before he snitched on Queso. That's why he snitched on Queso type shit. That ain't just bitch ass nigga for that shit crazy. They sliding for y'all. You telling folk, damn. But shit, basically, shit. OTF Vonnie dad said that Vonnie, the nigga, the bright skinned nigga who got booked with him for, they saying that his dad said that Vonnie no backdoor Dirt. For, I mean, Vonnie and Dirt backdoor Von for and that shit wild as hell to hear for. He was on the phone call with DJ Academics and he was on the live with his news telling all that shit, but that shit was crazy as fuck. And when I say for that shit make you think like if you notice, everybody noticed that Von wasn't signed to Dirt. He was not signed to Dirt. So you know what that mean? The numbers, the counts, all that shit. He ain't getting the same scaling and the same ratings as what you call it. Who you talking about? Yeah, Lil Durk and OCF Vonnie backdoor King Von, and basically, if you know OTF Vonnie, he basically was like he was the shot caller for real. Like he called all the shots behind the scenes because he was the one who had he basically like the manager, but he wasn't the manager type shit. He knew all the Like, if you notice what Dirk said, it was like OTF Vonnie, OTF Vonnie, OTF. He the one who he was the authorized user on the cards and all that type of stuff. And it was the same thing with Von. He the authorized user on everything, the bank accounts, all the money and this shit, this and then that shit. And the dad said that Vonnie had convinced Von to start taking the money out of the account, out of the bank account, and putting it in the safe. And Von, being the hood nigga, he he get on board with the shit, and then that shit with food them happen. And he said shit, man, that shit crazy. You gotta go watch that shit. He said shit, motherfuckers then got down, fool. And it was another nigga. His name is he was Von cousin. I think his name like Belo or some shit like that. I seen an interview of him talking about this shit too. And why King Von's sister gave Von them the hard drive after Von died. And that's why motherfuckers was, it's crazy. This why it's so crazy, and this why it's so crazy to me, because when Von died and all that, when it was in real time that Von was dying, me and my people was talking about this shit. And we were saying Dirk sacrificed Von from the jump. We like, yeah, no, that was a sacrifice, fool. That ain't, we talking about that shit, this and that, this and that. You could watch it on anything. Look up OT, just look up DJ Akademiks, fool, or Trenches News. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put that shit in the comments, fool. Look this up. Look that up. You look that up anywhere, man. That shit crazy as hell. I'm gonna just explain it to you how I figured out about this shit, so that way I could just go in chronological order. Maybe timeline to be a little better. I was talking about it earlier, but now now that there's a little bit of engagement, now can you feel me? Really stay on script, stay on point with it. So I'm on TikTok. Scrolling through TikTok, and I see DJ Akademiks come down my page. He on the phone with OTF Vonnie dad, right? The dad like, yeah, my son bogus, because he looked at Von as his nephew, because the dad, OTF Vonnie dad, and King Von dad was best friends growing up in the trenches and shit. So if you know about King Von, his dad was, a real nigga, real solid through the hood. He was respected and shit. So for Vonnie dad and King Von dad to be best friends, that's how, they even got cool in the first place, because Vonnie didn't grow up in Chicago with them types. He was in Atlanta with his mom. And that's how King Von moved to Atlanta. That's how all that shit even, you feel me? That's how that shit even took place and shit. That's why he got so much access and so much trust bestowed upon him, because of his dad, who King Von looked at as an uncle. So that's why this shit coming out, because motherfucker like, damn, if really it's about paper. Like, y'all, the dad basically saying shit, y'all robbed and killed my nephew, and y'all ain't do it right by the money type shit. Not saying he don't care about what happened to Von, but at least if you're gonna take Von out of the position he was in, because Von was bigger than Dirk in the hood, and on, you feel me, on the music tip. I don't get no fuck what nobody say. For Von was more influence, he had more power, because he was more thorough. That's just what it was. A lot more niggas respecting him on the real life and person to person caliber. If Dirk been broke in the industry for his whole career until, come on, he was just broke for real until he had, don't get me wrong, he made good music, but he wasn't having no real paper until, come on. Now he with his twins, they dying. All right, fool. I'm peeping game. I ain't peeping game. I ain't thinking about it like that. But I'm like, damn, this is kind of awkward. You ain't never talked about Von. Now he, you know, of course, if you from Chicago and you from they hoods and they parts of they blocks, of course, if you got a direct access to a nigga who in the industry, like there, of course, when you first start rapping and you first really start coming up and you really respect it, motherfuckers gonna tune into you. So, oh yeah, I'm finna cut Von. We already got a little bit of, you feel me? Oh, we got the ooh, that ain't about nothing. He got a J, bro. I could shit crazy. I'm like, damn, you right. And then, you know, if y'all know that song, he was like, oh man, I don't know why he told that nigga really didn't. You feel me? That was my brother. He bogus. Gotta act like I don't know him. You want to know what made that shit even, that song even crazier? Because a lot of people thought he was talking about Wooski Big Brother. If you know about the Chirac drill history, you know Wooski one of they ops type shit. I ain't gonna dig into deep in that because that ain't got shit to do with it. But he motherfuckers thought he was talking about him because his Wooski Big Brother was one of the ops, was from his big brother from Obak, and he was one of the big guys type shit. But the dad, like, no, he wasn't talking about him. He was talking about Dirk. If y'all know, it was a viral clip of when Dirk was when Von was in court with Dirk, and he read them papers, and he looked over at it, and he was like, "What the fuck?" You know? If y'all know, y'all know. For motherfuckers, like, damn, what the fuck? We never really. The only thing we got was that song. But you know, they twinned up. They just, you feel me, caught all that shit. You think motherfuckers, you know, he couldn't be talking about, bro. But when dad got to break it down, he was like, he talking about he could have stayed at his house. He could, you know, he would have bombed him out. He couldn't have been talking about Big Mike because when that shit happened, Ron was broke. He was like, shit, he was broke. He couldn't even bond himself. Oh, how would he be talking about bonding another nigga? He didn't even have a crib. I'm like, damn, you know what? You know what? Damn, that all right, that shit, dude. That shit is kind of lining up a little bit. And then with I ain't like icing on the cake for me for when he was like, when they got to explaining it, because it was another King Von cousin who everybody know Von, you know, really, you know, was fucking with Tyson, even though it was a little, you know, everybody bump heads and shit, but he said shit. He said it, the dad said it, and it's a lie what the sister saying. The King Von sister stole his hard drive and gave it. They stole, his sister stole the hard drive and gave it to Vonnie and Dirk. Well, he gave it to Vonnie and Vonnie gave it to Dirk. He from that court case, because he didn't think he the whole time he was like this why it's crazy, because the whole time he not paying, he don't think nothing of it. It ain't really no, you feel me? Come on now. He didn't expect that was gonna go happen. That probably wasn't planned before the court. Like that shit probably all maybe they might have been plotting that shit, but they probably was like, no, we can't really, you feel me? Ooh, it's gonna be a little difficult because you gotta get, when you think about doing some shit like that, you gotta really, it gotta be real reasons why niggas, you feel me? Y'all gotta have this type of bond to be talking about some shit like that. Especially a nigga y'all know gonna really, you feel me, who y'all know really on that. So if y'all come, y'all gonna really have to come correct type shit. But yeah, shit, the sister stole the sister was on the phone. I want to say either the day of or the day after Von had died. She was on the phone with Vonnie, basically on some sneaky shit. That's this what the cousin Belu said, and that he was basically, she was on some sneaky shit on the phone with Vonnie, and that's how you know, a couple more songs of Von B was able to come out more shit like that because they had his tapes. But after Von died, everybody know Dirk had one of the best runs of his life. I wonder why that is. You got the hard drives. Now, you feel me? Motherfuckers was calling because y'all, everybody was calling Dirk a rat. I don't know if y'all remember, but I remember everybody was calling Dirk a rat. Him and King Von both was placed on house arrest at the start of everything. They was still, whooping in there, all that. Then they went back to court. Von still on house arrest. Dirk out here moving around, making moves. How you able to, I ain't trying to hit none of it. You feel me? A nigga did what they did. And I peep from, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Just BB and me, I peep from when they was really like first cooking up stuff. I could tell that Von fucked with Dirk harder than Dirk fucked with Von. I ain't saying the love when it might have been a point in time where they really genuinely was, y'all. It's just what it is. But Dirk was the general. King Von was just one of the top soldiers type shit. So when Von started rapping and getting the bag, he going back to the block, passing out paint. Dirk brought $1 million to the hood, but did he pass any of that shit out though? Did he pass any of that shit out though? Von brought $100K, he passing that shit out. Say two of your homies blow up off of whatever they doing, and one of your homies come through, y'all respect him, so it's your homie. Y'all ain't really expecting nothing. He going. You feel me? Oh, we gonna get fried, that type of shit. Whatever y'all on, y'all gonna be smooth. But he ain't breaking niggas like, he ain't putting smacking shit in him. He ain't, creating a new reality for niggas, helping. Oh, damn, this will come with this shit. I might need to figure out how to do something. He ain't do none of that. You know who did though? Von did. So you know what that do? That give Von more respect and credibility already because he already that guy. So this ain't him doing that, ain't adding to his character. It's just solidifying the shit he was already saying and those shit he was already talking about. What niggas you knew from O Block, OTF 300 that had chains besides Dirk? I ain't talking about the niggas who y'all you do your little history, you see they be trapping, they be getting it in and all that type of shit. I'm talking about the rappers. It wasn't nobody. All them niggas from the hood who making music, it wasn't all that. Until Von came around. Yeah, it was different artists and stuff, little niggas underneath and shit, but all that unity shit didn't come through until Von, a real solid third nigga, came around. And that shit crazy. Got him up out of here like that. The Pop's telling it off. Y'all go look up OTF Vonnie Dad on anything. That shit gonna pop up, man. Y'all gonna see. It's gonna be more detailed and descriptive. That shit is long as hell. Though. I ain't lie. One of the videos was like 3 hours. I ain't watch all that shit, but I watched enough to know shit. I watched enough to confirm my suspicions. That's what I just say. And I wasn't doing no fact looking. I was just doing some fact check. I'm all right, cool. This shit makes sense. This shit makes sense. In my head, at least, shit. And then the pops said it. He never raised Vonnie. He just took care of Vonnie type shit. he ain't raised Vonnie. He just took care of Vonnie type shit. So when Vonnie basically started, you know, embracing his heritage more so because he older, he able to do more traveling and shit. I feel like that's just all it was. Oh yeah, ooh, I got this connection. You feel me? But whatever the dad basically said, shit, can't forgive your son. Cause for one, killed my nephew, stole all his money and left his. You, you was oh yeah, that's what I was. That's why I was getting so descriptive about his Von position in his hood. Von was more of a general. He just didn't have the money behind him to be able to really boom, 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 do this, do that, because you can't be everywhere at once, and you ain't got no paper behind you. So a fucked up nigga can't run another fuck. You know that shit. That shit hard. Niggas gonna bump heads. Motherfuckers gonna be stuck in the same loop and cycle because yeah I might be smarter than you, but if we all fucked up, then we all fucked up. It ain't really that shit ain't about nothing. That's what. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. You he don't got the paper behind him, so he can't really say too much. Dirk though, he got paper. He ain't got that much paper, but he got a little bit more paper. He got enough paper to put a facade in the nigga head, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, when you come through, he coming back to the hood with 20,000, 30,000. He might buy a couple pounds. He might put some money on some. You feel me? He able to do that shit because he do got bread, but he also got all them damn kids too, baby mamas. He was in the shitty ass coke boy deals. You don't know what type of shit that was going on. All that extra shit. Yeah, that shit was making a nigga think. Damn, the dad say y'all killed him because y'all wanted y'all didn't want him to take y'all position. Obviously, shit. If Vonnie running the Dirk accounts, you think he ain't running all the other niggas who OTF, all these niggas? It was an instance of Vonnie stealing money while Von was still alive, and nobody knew who was really stealing the money. And the dad just said it was Vonnie stealing the money. So it ain't like he just, oh yeah, this is. He just decided to one day just woke up and was like, yeah, we finna slime. No, this shit was premeditated. They been on this. Y'all just, you feel me? In the moment, it was enough spotlight for a nigga to be blinded. Because now it's two, now it's unison, it's more than one. Oh, it's not just fun. That's like what he probably was feeling like, oh yeah, it's like with me and Reese. That shit crazy. Cause basically Pops was mad about you killing him and then you not properly filling in the seat. At least if you gonna backdoor the king for his seat, at least properly you would just see when you get type shit. Von putting paper in the hood. He got a little move. All them little niggas turned lit. It's paper coming in, niggas coming out. Then it's real niggas. It's not just. That's really what the problem is. It's thorough. It's not. It's not motherfuckers who half assing so you can pull up dirt on them. They got this going, that going. No, it's real solid. So I understand. only a rich man, a smart man, or a killer can run the killer. You know, bitch ass nigga, ooh, none of that. No, you gotta really have some intel, some knowledge, or some pay to really get killers on the same accord. If they're not bred in the same environment. But yeah, shit. While I'm paying for everybody's shit, he doing this, he buying niggas chains, he doing that, he doing it, making sure niggas good, buying cribs, all that type of shit. And y'all backdoor him. He made sure the family was straight. None of that shit. Y'all just said fuck him. And fuck his peoples. And then the sister wasn't in on it. That's what so that was crazy to hear about too. She wasn't in on the killing of her brother, obviously, but I can't even say that because you basically snuck and stole the money. You let for them tell you to get the hard drives, and you let them buy you a little whip and shit, and that was because Vaughn was planning on buying her the same whip for her birthday, and Vonnie told her since Vaughn was gonna do it, we gonna get it for you anyway. No, that was a part of you stealing the hard drive. So I just need to do, bro, hard drive was that? We got this deal, anything. Nope. Sitting down, dissecting. That's why he was off them perks real bad. He was so paranoid because he probably started hearing them songs and realized what was on to him. That shit haunt the mind and spirit, especially when they really, I was taking my little whoops like this. Oh, notifications. Oh shit, man, should be wild. On another note, though, oh. On another note, shit, motherfuckers been solid, man. I got a lot of shit playing, a lot of shit going on. Really been, I ain't really been. I was on live them 3 days in a row, and I was gonna try to stay live every day, but be too much going on. A lot of shit that I roll into and involve this type of shit right here. So can't be everything yet, but I'm working on it. Shit, man. I'm gonna play. Let me see if I can play this shit. Let's hear this shit. For to put y'all on, yeah, you feel I'm me, so shit. Hey, there's some shit I be listening to and I be getting over. Like when I'm like off it, I got a couple of. I'm finna give y'all a rundown. It's a couple of songs I be going dumb to. Alright, go to my playlist. Yeah. Hold on. Excuse me. All right. So it's this song, Shots Fired by Mike Mike and Day Job by Mike Mike. Don't bitches do it for me every time I go for it. It's so I be going crazy, bitches. And then Reload by Chief Keef, Potato and Ball Out, folk. That shit right there too. That shit put me in mode for when I be up the Thracky food. Until the Thracky come out by Energy Club, then y'all gonna see what's going on for real. Y'all gonna see when I keep saying that shit. We got that shit. That shit got the influence from that from her. I ain't gonna fake it. Yeah. He used to be on live somebody smoking death. Damn, he smoking death. I'm like, yeah, on phone now. Yeah, real kill around this bro. So I just started saying that Thracky because I don't know shit to it. Play one of my songs right quick in the background. If I'm probably another one, I'ma be a way back. 3 only mixing drugs make me happy. I'm starting to fuck. I think I miss my birthday bad. About the memories of us, I think. Losing bro fuck my mind. If I'm forever gon' throw these. From loyal to my business, from energy. Everywhere ain't on another nigga. I'm on depend on me. No raccoons in my future. I'm staying out till I can see it. Work I put in, take me to where I wanna be. I just sit back with the time flying, roll up every week. Taking drugs got me around, as I'm making niggas feed. Keep my niggas on the right, I can't never miss a beat. All my niggas getting back, no living in PCV. Yeah, I'm down on my team. One time I had this bitch saying I'm something. I had to answer with them, and I try my heart to get it money. You know, I ain't shit but 19. Keep doing the same shit over and over again. The shit's not a thing to drink. Alright. Now I'm finna put y'all on some whole. I'm finna put y'all on to it. Put y'all on some shit right quick. I'm gonna play this shit. Yo, what the fuck? Y'all finna be like, what the fuck he listening to? But it ain't even that, fool. It ain't even that, fool. It's just that, bro. Yeah. Fool, it's up like this spirit, bro. That's all over the chat. I love the game that we are playing. Little things that you do to me. Is it true that me and you were never just as happy as we like to be? I wanna be happy. I wanna be happy. You want to love me for me. Is there something in my outsider? I can't tell why. Do I cry? Have you done myself to try my heart like I once more inside? I can't deny it, baby, you're all I want to be mine. It was never you and me. It was never it's you and me against anything. Us against the world. shit right there. Then it's not a but you know, it's that guy.
How the fuck you expect me to act? So great, it's some old Air Max. I told straps cause I'm always solo. Big stick, it look like I'm polo. Dick, 50 shots in the dick. He got knocked out his dick, knocked out his shoes. He got knocked out his dick. Got the Euro on my dick, the Euro on my
I'm
shoe.
gonna get up out of here after this.
Don't jump and dick the dick, but you can't even trick. You know they gon' choose. This is a dirty stick, but I still carry it. We nothing to lose. I still know a couple niggas that I knew back in school. They missing some rules. Can't really run up on niggas for a couple of hundred, a couple of blues. So whenever it's drama time, me and all of mine gon' be up in the tune. Bitch, with TTG. Train to go ready for war, you ready to lose. How the fuck you old Air Max? I told straps always so thick, it look like I'm polo. Dick, 50 shots in the dick. He got knocked out his dick, knocked out his shoes. He got knocked out his dick. Got the Euro on my dick, the Euro on my shoe. How the fuck you expect me to act? So great, that's some old Air Max. I told straps cause I'm always solo. Big stick, it look like I'm polo. Dick, 50 shots in the dick. He got knocked out his dick, knocked out his shoes. He got knocked out his dick. Got the Euro on my dick, the Euro on my shoe. How the fuck you expect me to act? So great, old Air Max. I told him always solo. Big stick, it look like I'm polo. Dick,